Tony Stark, our beloved Iron Man, started off the MCU over 11 years ago and saved the entire universe in Avengers Endgame. But did he have a secret that he himself may not have even known about? What's up everyone, it's Warren, and today we're going to talk about an Iron Man theory. A theory that states that Tony Stark could have possibly been given the Super Soldier Serum. That's right, the same Super Soldier Serum that took tiny little Steve Rogers and turned him into the Captain America that we know today.
You're a laboratory experiment, Rogers. Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
And as it turns out, there is actually quite a bit of evidence that suggests that he was in fact given the Super Soldier Serum. I'll break it all down, but first, quick reminder, if you'd like a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment with your favorite superhero or villain. I'm picking a winner at 500,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my personal comedy channel, Culture Captains. So, on the surface, the theory is pretty simple. Howard Stark, the father of Tony Stark, at some point in time injected him with the Super Soldier Serum. Like I said, on the surface, it's very simple, but let's take a look at all the evidence to back this. We know that Dr. Erskine created the Super Soldier Serum, and then Howard Stark was able to replicate the formula. In fact, that very formula is why he and his wife end up being assassinated by the Winter Soldier. Now, obviously, before he was assassinated, he saw that the Super Soldier Serum worked, and at some point in time, he could have possibly given some to his son as an experiment. And this actually makes a lot of sense because if you think about it, in the MCU, Tony Stark has been able to survive a lot of things that he should really not have survived. Just to name a few events that Tony Stark survived that a normal person should not have survived, starting with the very first Iron Man, Tony survived shrapnel to the heart. Not only did he survive that attack, but he fought off infections as well. Then in the first Avengers film, he survived going into space, and then in Avengers Age of Ultron, he survived a crazy fight with the Hulk. And not to mention, in Captain America Civil War, he literally took on 2 super soldiers, something that should definitely have killed him. Then he survived Thanos throwing a moon at him in Avengers Infinity War, then a major knife wound to the stomach and an infection following that up. And then of course the Holy Grail, he was able to wield all of the Infinity Stones long enough to snap. That should really not have been possible. If you think about how much the Hulk struggled right when he put the Infinity Gauntlet on, and think about how little Tony struggled when he wielded all of the Infinity Stones, it doesn't really make much sense. Yes, Tony did die by the snap and the Hulk didn't, but he really shouldn't have been able to wield even one Infinity Stone. Star-Lord was barely able to hold the Power Stone alone for several seconds without needing the help of his team, and he is part Celestial, or he was at that point in time at least. So Tony, who was just a human, was able to survive the power of all of the Infinity Stones. Just simply wielding one, not using it, but wielding one of them should have killed him. But he was able to wield them all and perform the snap. Could this be due to the fact that at some point in time he was given the Super Soldier Serum? It seems like it all makes perfect sense. But I want to know what you think about this. Do you think that Tony Stark at some point in time was given the Super Soldier Serum? Be sure to comment below with what you think. And again, don't forget to comment with your favorite superhero or villain, like this video, and subscribe to my channel so you can enter my giveaway and stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.